Matt Nagy, the offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs, is our new head coach. So, real quick, I was wanting to give some background on Matt and why I'm excited. Are you excited? Or are you disappointed? One of the rumors that's been coming out is Matt called the first 15 calls for the playoff game the other night against the Titans. Now, keep in mind they did go up 21-3 before the Titans made a comeback. And I like Andy Reid. He reminds me of like a Marty Schottenheimer. He'll get his team playing hot come playoff time. For some reason, they're just not ready. Now, to give you a background on Nagy, he was a quarterback in college. He played college for the University of Delaware. He was a teammate of general manager Brett Veach, which was in Kansas City. He played for the New York Dragons in 2002. He played for the Carolina Cobras in 2004. He replaced injured quarterback Jim Kubiak early in 2005 and led Georgia Force to the Arena Bowl. Nagy was traded to Columbus during the 2006 offseason and played in 2 seasons until the team before the AFL folded in 2009. In 2007, Nagy led the Destroyers to Arena Bowl 11 but lost in the championship game in Jose Sabercross. Now, he had a 65.5% completion rate. He threw for almost 20,000 yards, 374 touchdowns, 55 interceptions. His coaching career. He spent time at the high school in Lebanon, Pennsylvania as the quarterback coach, as well as serving as the junior varsity offensive head coach. Nagy introduced many plays from the college days at Delaware. He was also an assistant coach at the Mannheim Central High School. 2008-2009 was the offensive coordinator for the Cougars at the high school in Pennsylvania. I can't pronounce that word. Nagy was signed by the Philadelphia Eagles on August 10, 2009 after an injury to backup Kevin Kolb. Nagy had been working for the Philadelphia Eagles as a coach intern prior to his signing. The NFL disapproved the contract following the day. Philadelphia disclosed at a press conference that they would not pursue a re-signing of Nagy, but that he would continue to be a coach for the team. He was promoted to coach's assistant. Later that year, he was promoted to offensive quality control in 2011. Nagy became the quarterback coach for the Kansas City Chiefs. He has served under head coach Andy Reid, under whom he previously worked as the quality control for the Philadelphia Eagles. He was promoted to offensive coordinator last year. So this guy is a quarterback. Kind of reminds you of Doug Peterson. Was a quarterback in Philadelphia. I love that he comes from the Andy Reid coaching tree. And real quick, I'm going to recap 2008-2009, a coaching intern for the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles 2010, coach's assistant. Philadelphia Eagles 2011-2012, offensive quality control coach. Kansas City Chiefs 2013-2015, quarterbacks coach. Kansas City Chiefs 2016-27, offensive coordinator. And now he is our Chicago Bears head coach. And I can't help but be excited because I have always loved Andy Reid's teams. He's always had great offensive teams, and now I can only imagine what this guy is going to bring to the table when it comes to Tariq Cohen. Another name that I would be interested in, because we still got to do some offensive coordinators, so it's going to be interesting to see who he picks there and who he has called the plays. I don't know if he's going to be a guy that still is going to do the play calling, or if he's going to let somebody else take care of it. But I think Mitch Trubisky is going to be in good hands. Alex Smith, I don't care what anybody says. He can go to a team that has a strong defense and a couple of weapons around him. He is better than Jay Cutler. He is really good. The only thing that I was kind of blown away on in that game when they were losing to the Titans was he threw like a 30-yard pass on 4th and 9. Again, he didn't call the play, but I was real kind of shocked about that because they're really good at doing 12, 13-yard pass plays, so I'm not really sure why they took that route when the game was on the line. But that was also a play that could have been brilliant if it was pulled off. I also know the Bears are going to try to keep Vic Fangio. Keep in mind that the salary cap has nothing to do with the overall what the team can spend on the players. I mean the coach's salary. So I'm pretty sure we're going to offer Vic an expensive contract, and I think he's worth every bit of it. So with these guys, Vic doesn't really have to get along with the head coach as much. I think Vic's a Cubs fan from what I'm gathering. He talked about the Cubs a lot. So I hope him being in Chicago, I know a lot of people like him. I mean, he's given us the best defense since Brian Urlacher was on the field. You remember them days? Remember when Brian would get hurt and Lance Briggs just would look like he didn't know what he was doing? Me personally, though, I'm very excited. I know Green Bay's making some changes, but Mike McCarthy's still there. The Vikings still look good, but a lot of those teams are going to be pieced out, new pieces coming in. Detroit, don't know what they're going to do with their head coaching situation yet. I think I'm hearing Josh McDaniels, Terrell Austin also went over to the Bengals. So for all things sports, Chicago entertainment, movie entertainment, I have a really unique special IT Blu-ray video coming tomorrow. I also have some Star Wars thoughts videos, so like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. What do you think our record will be next year? What do you think? How do you think this impacts the draft? Is this guy going to be able to have any say-so? Does he come with a background like a Josh McDaniels, where Josh really wanted a lot of say-so on the team? I'm sure he is. I think Josh is going to wind up going to the Colts. What do you think about that? Drop your comments below, and I look forward to reading them. Until then, I think this is pretty much all I have to say. I'm excited to be a Bears fan right now. Hopefully we got a guy that knows how to use timeouts and game plan and not be too conservative. I'm fine with being conservative, but there is a point where you got to be the dog, and all those guys that are conservative usually fall short in the playoffs. And as a Bears fan, we got a hard division. We got to do as best as we can with that. All right, guys, I'm out.